If you're thinking about selling in Houston in 2026, you're probably not nervous. You're analytical, you've watched inventory climb, you've noticed homes sitting longer, you've heard prices are flat, and you're not asking if the market is crashing, you're asking, are we about to miscalculate? My name is Armando Espinosa. I'm a Houston local realtor, and I help families on both sides of the transaction, buying and selling, navigate the markets exactly like this one. Not hype markets, not panic markets, selective markets. The kind where smart homeowners don't need cheerleading, they need clarity. I've seen the bidding wars, I've seen the multiple offer weekends, I've seen homes sell before photos even hit the internet. This isn't that market, and that's not bad. It just means strategy matters again. And I get messages every week, sometimes late at night, sometimes between meetings, from homeowners asking, did we miss the window? Should we list before summer? Are buyers pulling back? And the tone is always the same: measured, calculated, protected. Because when you're juggling careers, kids, schedules, and long-term plans, you're not trying to gamble. You're trying to move wisely. And the honest answer right now isn't about price, it's about leverage. So in this video, I'm walking through the 5 questions disciplined Houston homeowners are asking and how I'm answering them using real-time Houston data from HAR and the MLS. Because this market isn't dramatic, it's surgical. And if you understand that, you win. So the first question, did we miss the window? Nobody wants to list after the peak. According to the Houston Association of Realtors MLS press release for the full year of 2025, the Houston market has returned to pre-pandemic norms. Sales were up year over year, but the median price home was statistically flat, $335,000. Inventory expanded to 4.5 months. That means the frenzy cooled, the floor held. The windows didn't slam shut, it narrowed. It means leverage still exists, but only for the prepared. In a 4.5 month inventory market, buyers don't chase, they compare. And if you're unsure where your specific neighborhood sits inside that inventory reality, that's exactly the kind of thing we map out in a strategy call before a listing ever goes live. Because the mistake right now isn't listing, it's listing without positioning. The second question, are buyers pulling back? Days on market increased from 59 to 64 days compared to last year. Pending listings in early 2026 have trended down multiple weeks. Off-market listings are withdrawn, terminated, expired. That's been trending up, y'all. That doesn't mean buyers disappeared. It means buyers are patient. In 2021, buyers competed. Best believe that. In 2026, buyers are evaluating. They analyze condition harder. They compare finishes. They negotiate repairs more confidently. And when homes sit beyond the first 30 days, that's where perception shifts. Momentum matters more than price in this environment. The first 30 days create leverage. After that, you start negotiating from defense. Defense costs equity. This is why launch strategy matters more than pricing optimism. And if you're wondering whether your home would launch with momentum or hesitation, that's a conversation worth having before the market decides for you. Third question, if it doesn't sell, can we just rent it? This one usually comes quietly, like a backup parachute. The HAR rental market update shows rental inventory jumped up over 20% year over year. Lease prices edged quietly down. Rental days on market increased to 48 days. That means more competition in the rental space, more supply, flat pricing, longer tenant decision cycles. Renting is an option now. It's not passive, it's a business model. And if you're considering that route, it needs to be run like a spreadsheet, not an emotional fallback. Sometimes renting makes sense. Sometimes it quietly erodes leverage. The only way to know is to run both scenarios side by side. And that's something I'll walk my clients through before they even ever choose that direction. Because clarity removes stress. Fourth question, is our area strong? Houston is not just one market, believe me. There are micro markets. The HAR Zip Watch report shows specific zip codes with strong year-over-year growth. Some zips are accelerating, others are neutral. That means blanket pricing advice is dangerous right now. If your neighborhood has momentum, strategy looks one way. If it's neutral, preparation becomes everything. Buyers don't buy Houston, they buy streets. They buy commute patterns, they buy school routes, they buy lifestyle. Your zip code behavior matters more than the headlines. So if you're unsure whether your area is accelerating or coasting, that's one of the first things we analyze together because leverage lives at the zip code level. Fifth question, and this is the real one, y'all, so listen up. What happens if we list and it sits? Nobody wants to be that house, the one buyer scroll past, the one neighbors whispers about, the one that reduces publicly. In a market with 4.5 months of inventory, buyers don't rush. The first 30 days determine the narrative. After that, market shifts telling you your story for you. Once that happens, it's harder to regain control. This is why selling in Houston in 2026 isn't about price. It's about positioning, it's about controlling momentum, and it's about entering the market with intention instead of testing it. Because testing costs time. Time costs leverage, and leverage protects equity. So here's the bigger truth. Houston has normalized. The MLS report literally states we've returned to pre-pandemic norms. Normalized and healthy markets reward discipline. They reward sellers who prepare. They reward people who diagnose before they decide. You're not selling into chaos, you're selling into comparison. And comparison markets favor the seller who understands exactly where they stand. So if you're sitting at the kitchen table right now, looking at your calendar, looking at summer timelines, looking at interest rates, trying to decide whether to list or wait, this is not the moment to guess. It's the moment to diagnose. If you want to know where your zip code actually stands, if you want to understand what 4.5 months of inventory actually means for your price band, if you want to see how your home would compete before you ever hit the market, book a call with me, go to my Calendly link, pick a time, and we'll quietly go through and strategically plan for you. No pressure, no sales pitch, just real numbers and a plan. Because in 2026, selling in Houston isn't about hoping, it's about preparing. And the families who prepare early protect their equity. If that's you, I'll see you on the calendar. Talk soon.